He didn't yell. He didn't cry. He just looked at me, and I saw the pain in his eyes, the betrayal, the disbelief. I tried to explain, tried to apologize, but the words sounded hollow, even to me. How do you explain something like that? How do you make someone understand the emptiness, the loneliness, the hunger that drove you to betray the person you loved most in the world? Michael left that night. I sat on the couch for hours, staring at the door, waiting for him to come back. He didn't. I didn't sleep. I just sat there, listening to the silence, feeling the weight of what I'd done. The next day, he packed his things and left. I tried to talk to him, to make him understand, to ask for another chance. He wouldn't listen. I can't blame him. I wouldn't have listened either. The weeks that followed were a blur of pain and regret. I went to work. I took care of Buster. I tried to keep going. Jason tried to be there for me, but it wasn't the same. I realized, too late, that what I wanted wasn't Jason. It was the feeling he gave me, the sense of being alive, of being seen. But that feeling faded, and all that was left was the wreckage of my marriage. Michael and I divorced. We sold the house, split the money. He let me keep Buster. I think he knew how much I needed him. I moved into a small apartment, tried to start over. I saw Jason a few times, but it didn't last. We were both too broken, too guilty, too lost. Sometimes I see Michael in the city. He looks different, older, sadder, but stronger too. I want to talk to him, to tell him I'm sorry, to tell him I still care. But I don't. I let him go. I think about what happened every day. I think about the choices I made, the things I lost, the person I became. I wish I could go back, do things differently, be braver, be better. But I can't. All I can do is try to learn, to grow, to forgive myself. If you're listening to this, maybe you think I'm a terrible person. Maybe you're right, but I'm also just a woman who was lonely, who made mistakes, who wanted to be loved. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I just wanted you to know my side. That's all. Hi, my name is Emily. Maybe you've already heard my husband's story, or rather, my ex-husband's. Maybe you've already made up your mind about me, and maybe you think you know everything there is to know. But life is rarely as simple as it seems from the outside. I'm not here to justify myself or to ask for forgiveness. I just want to tell my side. Maybe, after you hear it, you'll understand why I did what I did. Or maybe you won't, but I need to speak. I'm 33. I teach English at a private school in Kirkland, a quiet suburb of Seattle. I've lived here for over a decade, ever since Michael and I moved in together after college. Our house is on a tree-lined street with a porch that catches the last rays of the sun in the evenings and a garden I've poured my heart into. There's Buster, our golden retriever, who's been with us since he was a puppy. And there was Michael, my husband, my best friend, my partner for so many years. From the outside, our life probably looked perfect. We had good jobs, a nice house, a dog, friends, plans for the future. We traveled, we laughed, we built a life together. I loved Michael. I really did. I still do, in some strange, complicated way. But love isn't always enough. I met Michael in college. He was shy, gentle, a little awkward, but so sincere it made my heart ache. He made me feel safe. I'd grown up in a family where people shouted more than they talked, where love was something you had to earn. With Michael, everything was different. He listened, he cared, he made me believe that I could be happy. We got married young, maybe too young. We bought a house, started building a life. I started teaching, and Michael dove into his career at Amazon. At first, it was exciting, the newness of it all, the sense that we were building something together. But as the years went by, something shifted. Maybe it was inevitable. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was both of us. Michael worked a lot. I know he did it for us, for our future, for the life we wanted. But sometimes it felt like he was married to his job, not to me. He'd come home late, tired, distracted. I'd try to talk to him about my day, about my students, about the little things that mattered to me, but he was always somewhere else, in his head, in his code, in his endless meetings. I started to feel invisible. I tried to fill the emptiness. I threw myself into my work, into my students, into the garden. I started running in the mornings, just to feel the air in my lungs, to remind myself that I was alive. I made new friends at school, went to book clubs, volunteered for extra projects, but nothing filled the space that was growing between Michael and me.